Minnesota Twins had a kind of a weird week as they lost their pitching coach. He took another job. Apparently, the Twins couldn't match the offer that the LSU Tigers gave their pitching coach to become their head coach.
That is unflippin' believable to
I've
me.
never heard of anything remotely like this happening to a major league team. It's kind of bizarre. Or maybe I don't know all the details of this. I just know the headlines. Did they make him a counteroffer and he just wanted no part of it? Like the LSU job was always his dream job, so he was just going to take it. It's interesting. A similar situation has come up in Detroit 2 weeks ago. The Michigan job came open because Michigan's coach went to Clemson, and the Tigers pitching coach Chris Fetter he came from Michigan. He was their pitching coach, and he had been sought after by multiple major league teams over the years, but he only wanted to be with the Detroit Tigers. And it came out last week that after this Michigan coach actually quit, that Chris Fetter might be a top candidate of Michigan to become their new manager. He withdrew from that candidacy. He wants no part of that job. He wants to remain with the Tigers, which made all Tigers fans feel much better because Chris Fetter is really responsible for this young pitching staff that has been devastated by injuries being as good as it has been. Problem with the Tigers has not been their pitching this year. It's been their offense. And the pitching has been mostly responsible for by Chris Fetter. So it's crazy that the opposite just happened in the next week with the Twins, with their division rival. You'd think that a major league team would be able to match any offer that a college would give to a baseball coach, but apparently not in Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird. I guess the pitching staff's upset, is what I read too, and Chris Archer called him the best pitching coach he's ever had.
Wow. Yeah, for them to come out publicly and saying they're pissed off or upset, at least that doesn't bode well. And they seem to be struggling this weekend or this week with their division. Are they tied for the division lead right now with the Guardians?
Dollar in the bucket.
Yeah.
They are I think Minnesota's a couple games up, but he's there until the end of this series.
The series, okay,
yeah,
okay,
and then he heads off. But
I just can't remember any situation where a pitching coach left for another job during the season for whatever reason.
Yeah, there's no. I'm just glancing through this ESPN article to see if there was like a counter offer made. It doesn't say anything like that, and I don't know that he necessarily asked for one either. It's kind of unclear.
What's out? He's done with Minneapolis.
Word Hole Media.